Yeah, he moved here not just to make Worlds, to win Worlds, to lift that beautiful, glorious trophy aloft for all eyes to see, and knows that Rise is a man to make these moves happen and to make this happen. But another player for Team BDS, Seiko. Last season, he did make that happen. These are the reigning world champions, and it's good to see whatever happens here, BDS back at their best.
Falcons have got that chance to make sure that Rule 1 aren't the only team that we're going to be discussing from MENA. It was only a year ago where they weren't really the only team that we were looking at.
Oh!
Ahmad, top right, secures the first.
Falcons, they are well and truly back in form off the back of a reverse sweep versus Twisted Minds. Ahmad connects with O'Khaled's pass, bullies it into the top corner. Just to clear their lines temporarily. And when they do, their long shots causing too much danger, although Rise, via a demo from Monkey Moon, does come in. Monkey Moon can just wait for O'Khaled's clearance. And just for a second, it's Falcons that are having to clear the ball long.
2 minutes now. BDS making sure that their defense is staying firm. The decent amount in the booth. Rise can go to the ceiling. That backboard is completely his, but O'Khaled steals it away at the last second. Seiko now, though have not seen for a little while without Rise thriving, and a Rise backflip leaves that net completely open. No words going through for BDS as Falcons, they take their second.
Yeah, they just waited for BDS to march forwards. There was a bit of a backflip, a bit of a mistouch there in the center from Rise. Team BDS not does nip in there against Rise. It could be a chance for 3 depending on Monkey Moon's touch. He does take control of the situation, and that's what Monkey Moon has to do. A player once perceived by far and away as the best in the world. Yeah. Not quite there at the moment, but my goodness, he can turn a series around.
Still completely in that conversation. I think every player on BDS is very much in that conversation too. I don't know what the fellas did their top 25 list, but I imagine every member of BDS was on all of their lists because they absolutely deserve to be. 2 minutes now remaining. It's game number 1. A good bump, but a low shot. Jeez, Ahmad, the third goal. Falcons flying high.
How has that one snuck its way in though? Khaled got the double tap for the assist, but Ahmad, he just snuck it in there between Rise and Monkey Moon. There might have even been an own goal off the back.
They've come back from big adversaries, but Falcons, my word, if they keep spreading their wings as much as they've been able to, then it's going to be a much harder ask. 80 boost and Monkey Moon high with no boost, though he does find that backboard. It was tipped there by Ahmad. Seiko passes. That is selfless. That is Rise to finish.
There he was. Team BDS reminding us how they can just come right back into it. Ahmad onto the backboard. Khaled was a little bit static there on the goal line. And BDS made sure to punish. Only 2
Rise is going to be able to get that successful bump. Unfortunately, he wasn't. So BDS still down by that too. Falcons, that defense is looking pretty outstanding so far. Low boost for every player. Briefly, everybody on 0, and yet the pressure is still going their way. Final 90 ticking down. 1 goal every 45 needed for BDS.
Team BDS who bubbled to the surface back in Boston. I wouldn't say they started fantastically against Crew despite winning the series, but as the event went on, taking down Vitality, go to the grand finals in the upper bracket, but they started slow again here, just when they were coming back. O'Khaled knocks them right back down.
Falcons is a team that are so fun to watch when they are on again, and that position from Khaled has been near perfect every single time he's been.
We've seen both teams from the wildcard win the opening games in their series, so it's looking like that'll be the hat-trick if Falcons can indeed see this one out for the next 45 seconds. But even on top of that, even though they're warm, even though BDS are coming into this one trying to figure out how to play around this particular pitch, Falcons look stunning, Stumpy.
And that's an interesting point to make as well, where you've got teams that have made this wildcard, and we were theory crafting, saying, is that actually going to be a big benefit? Because I think North America, a lot of fans are thinking, oh, we've got so many teams in that wildcard. Oh, we wish there were more in the main event. Ahmad securing that 5th, clearly showing off that the experience in the wildcard is going to do you some good. But we're saying about North American teams, there are opportunities where they don't have that chance to play. You got a few in that wildcard.
In the first game where, after going 1-3 down instead of 3-0 down, Team BDS looked like a little bit better. This could be more though. Rise wants to take out Khaled and Ahmad. The 2 of them in the center. There's the pass though towards Monkey Moon. He tees himself up. Rise is waiting. Rise is shooting. TRK storms in from the side and gets the save.
We're seeing good nonsense, annoying play coming in from BDS though, as a few awkward touches going to be throwing off Falcons, but still their defense maintained nice and strong. Monkey Moon sends it towards that corner. Rise is there to catch a couple of those bump attempts. Finally, one works, no contact made, but scared the defender just enough.
And this is what Rise does, where others would pass first time. He takes those couple of touches and goes for the bump instead. Seiko is on his wavelength. He can't possibly
now
miss.
Takes it slow, but that is not going to be the play right now, as Falcons, they are swarming around that blue net.
Yeah, and BDS looking a little bit dodgy as well. More backflips More misses, more whiffs. Think you got more boost in the tank than you actually do. Mistakes that we're not used to seeing from Team BDS in this spring version of themselves. Well, no longer in spring, but since Rise came with them in spring.
In fairness, mate, the spring major barely takes place in spring the season, though.
True. Oh, is that one sneaking in? Monkey Moon somehow gets one through.
Ice surrounding the pitch, and Monkey Moon securing the second for BDS. It's a good dunk from Rise. Ahmad on the rotate back, can't get back there in time. Actually forgoes that back corner boost. He had enough to get placement from Monkey Moon. Gets it opposite corner. That's a 2-goal lead now. Monkey Moon on the press from kickoff. 100 boost secured. Can't get around the side, and this kickoff goal opportunity is now going to boil to nothing.
Rice's pre-jump though is fantastic. Monkey Moon's there up against Cali. He wants to get the double. He doesn't need to.
Oh!
Yes, he does need to, because Seiko couldn't get the open goal. He leans back in his chair, frustrated, countered, and Falcons down the other end complete the punishment.
You see Mew's hand go on Seiko's shoulder, literally rubs it like, bro, you're good. Please don't have that fall in your head. Utterly open, devastating for BDS.
Is TRK arriving? Yes, he is. He knocks it downwards. BDS steaming in. No mistakes to be made this time.
You say no mistakes to be made, but Seiko double committed along with Monkey Moon, and then this pressure has continued from Falcons. Monkey Moon was able to clear that one long. Said Seiko, I think he's not necessarily trying to prove himself, but just showing, I'm still here, boys. Let's not worry. 30 seconds now. BDS, a vital 30 seconds for them. Rise, Monkey Moon committing both on that one too. Seiko's got to make contact. He does so, just kisses it towards the opposite side. But Falcons, they have been in this blue half 4 times.
It's still loose. There's one from BDS, and the dunk comes in from TRK, and Falcons do up their equalizer, and heads go in hands.
Falcons, the second flying in. What a pinch down. TRK tilts his nose high, pinches it.
His Rise. Can he flick it over the top of Ahmad? Not now. The mistakes were made earlier from Falcons, one of the first chinks in their armor that we've seen. And it might end up punishing them in the end, but TRK from the side, he's boostless, but he's not saveless.
That was Seiko getting that shot. He's looking more confident. Another defensive play from Khalid. Ahmad is up early. That one's just wide of target, but threatening Seiko, making sure that he flies high. 70 boost, midfield, no reset. Takes it long. One shot from Rise. Save from Khalid. Monkey Moon.
He's got it.
Monkey Moon draws us level.
Finally, as far as Team BDS are concerned, and now out comes the bravado. Rise says, we were never in doubt. We were always going to win this one. Exactly.
Rise has been on every team in Europe since then.
Yeah, a constant thorn in the side of anybody he comes up against is old Rise. That's his Monkey Moon there. He gets them going at the start of game 3, and that's more like it.
What a start for BDS. Monkey Moon high, TRK stays completely grounded. Actually, Monkey Moon threatens a bump. Seiko swipes across, 10 seconds.
What happened in the Falcons' defense? So Khalid waited. Ahmad assumed he'd get the ball. It wasn't to be. And there was Monkey Moon to finish.
So early, because I think it bounced out further than he thought it was going to. Completely set him out of position. Great movement from BDS. They make it that incredibly impressive 2-0.
Well, I'm loving Team BDS as well. Playing in front of the ball even without boost, it's incredibly risky. But when it's working, they have a surprising extra man that Falcons are struggling to deal with at the moment. Here he comes again. Monkey Moon clearing the path, doing it for Seiko.
Monkey Moon the man, rotating with nil. Moves forward. Seiko's the man on the ball. He goes forward. Monkey Moon 2 puts Ahmad in defense. Sends him on the stretcher back home.
3-0. Team BDS. Timed to perfection.
This is definitely a series of different games. We've seen Falcons have a dominating match. This one less dominant, but more controlled, I feel. Rise, what a fake! Removes the play from Falcons. Unable to make a single touch. Khalid just diving in, wants to get anything towards that blue half at this point.
Seiko to the backboard. Here's Rise. What are you going to do next, mate? Look how much Ahmad's backing off. He knows that if he attacks it quick, Rise will somehow ghost past him, but here we go. Oh no! Ahmad gets in TRK's way, but it does go in, and 2 goals now the difference.
One brought back. Ahmad, an outplay, gets one bump. Ooh. TRK squeaks it below that crossbar, shutting it down to 2, and we're seeing, yes, they've only got 7, but it's 1 goal for Falcons, 3 for BDS. Seiko, that's an open net. It's 4. That's yet more excitement from BDS flying the way of Falcons.
Any nerves emerging or exorcised there or then from the kickoff? It's brilliant from Team BDS. Seiko knew exactly the game plan. 3 jumps they can now conjure up. Insanely well read. One came to nothing, and now the midfield presence game begins again. Rise tries to get it going. Seiko is not quite found. Ahmad gets in the way, and Khalid's clearance is long and loopy, but Khalid's there again. Monkey Moon is grateful the ball was just going onto his car. because that maybe could have had a bit more spice on it.
Tell you what, the double defenders for BDS is working out wonderfully. Rise there, the single man to shoot.
No way.
The two teaming up. Seiko shoots there wide. Finally, Monkey Moon, the third shot. That is a cluster towards the goal line.
It doesn't make any sense. Why is there always another Team BDS player there? Are they dunking? Are they team working? Are they passing? They don't know. Oh, sorry, Team BDS laughing. That is a talking point.
It is. They purchased a shop full of sinks, and they have thrown every single one towards that Falcon side.
Kitchen sinks?
Kitchen sinks all over the shop, mate. TRK, you said earlier, some of the more floppy shots are the ones that are going to find their way through. The flip reset completely respected. Seiko does the right play here, and TRK fakes him out entirely.
Just that car flipping away. They themselves back in this game. 1-1, and a much-needed opening goal from them in Game 4. Armad can double down here, maybe the cleaner reset. He wave dashes to the floor. Seiko's missed it. He's dived and missed. Monkey Moon passes to Rise. That's meat and drink to TRK. Goes out wide to Armad. Takes a touch. Follows it through, 40 boost left, over Monkey Moon. Monkey Moon actually helped, and Rise had to dodge the dunk, and he couldn't get the save.
Monkey Moon with an outstanding assist, unfortunately for Falcons, gets it tipped on, he gets bumped into it by Armad, and TRK is the man to poach it.
It's amazing how quickly this game can turn around. The kickoff's the only set-piece play in Rocket League. Just unlocking endless doors, and now Falcons come again, they've scored a third.
They are beating their wings and they are having fun while doing it. They're shouting and screaming. And you hear that as the opposition. You may not with those gigantic earphones on.
And comes away with the ball again, gets in Khaled's way, but it's just not opening things up like it was before.
Khaled removes Rise, sees the pest and exterminates him. Seiko now wanting to be the man to remove a couple of Falcons players. Monkey Moon can pass to Rise, instead he's blocked out by a defender. Monkey Moon again helping it towards that backboard.
He wants to get involved, Monkey Moon. You can't take that away from him.
He does. He absolutely does. Minute 15, Falcons having that 2-goal lead. BDS, they've got to chase. They've got to chase soon. Otherwise, Game 5 dead level.
That's not ideal from Rise, though. It's allowed TRK in. It might just sneak through them, even with Seiko's touch. It's 4.
Everyone fakes on BDS. They go high. 3 are up. He goes low with it. It's a bump on the backboard. It's a touch. It is futile.
And then TRK just giggles. He just has a little chuckle at what Armad is saying. It's so sweet and innocent.
It's a turnaround in Game 4 for Falcons. They just got 5-1. They may well deliver another 5-1 for themselves, the second of the series. We were saying earlier it's a game of, it's a series of multiple games. Rise have given them their second. There's still time for them to work it back, but it is going to be a monumental effort for BDS.
Yeah, BDS, so they have given themselves a sniff. 43 seconds left. It's doable. They'll need a good kickoff. They'll need to follow it up as well. There have been kickoff goals in this series. Falcons scored one earlier to really compound their lead. They might get another one. TRK up against Monkey Moon.
Brilliant.
It's going to end the comeback before it even begins.
Lovely flick, top corner. That is pure clinical. Gets control, flicks it immediately. Monkey Moon with not enough speed to catch up.
I think one team go 5, the other team go 5 the next game, and now Falcons have scored 5 to BDS's 2. It's wild change to the momentum from one map to the next. Falcons currently enjoying being on the upper end of that momentum. Seiko's going to try and bring some of his own into game number 5. Not quite happening there. Falcons doing the correct thing, packing the defense, making sure they're not giving BDS a sniff of any enjoyment as we head to game 5. Deadeye Canyon is beckoning these players and these teams. It might be 6. It's Armad. He gets it. It's a beauty.
Cross-court, double tap, screaming from the mountains. That backboard was all his, and game number 4 is absolutely theirs. It's low.
Oh!
And Khaled nearly there, right place, right time.
We've seen a few pretty impactful dunks so far in this World Championship. That was almost another one to add to the collection. Not quite this time, though, and this time Seiko does show what can be done with a little wherewithal. He slows it down. Armad now up against Monkey Moon. Rise, let's go long, but Armad was waiting. Falcons are snapping around the ball. TRK there. Monkey Moon wants to get past Calvin. Does. If he gets a redirect, he might not even need it in the end. He'll call it a fake. Doesn't matter. It's 1-0.
Full court shot coming through for Monkey Moon. He identifies the open net. Khaled technically making a touch. I don't think it gave it any more speed to make it any more like their big push. They got their claws in on the BDS half, but they just couldn't secure a goal from it. Now, open for Seiko. Rise with one bump. Monkey Moon is facing backwards, which flicks it high enough. Still go. Khaled finds Armad, finds net. It's an equalizer yet again for Falcons.
Just when I was wondering if we were going to see a low-scoring, tight tactical battle, suddenly the floodgates open and water comes gushing in from every direction. It's 1-1 now.
1-1 in the game, 2-2 in the series. But only one winner may emerge. Rise again, a kickoff goal. What literally is happening?
I don't know. It is just fully aggressive Rocket League. Ahmad believed in his challenge game too much. Seiko was doing enough to intercept as well. And then Rise has had to
completely honest
that one in.
With that ball falling towards TRK, he's in the skies, round Monkey Moon, but Rise in a great position. But we've seen TRK challenge with Rise in the sky before, and a goal came from it in favour of the Falcons. Kelly with one reset, shut down by Seiko. Now Ahmad with a glint in his eye. No goal coming from it, but the ambition absolutely there.
This lobby so far has been generous, though, as far as goal scoring goes, so Falcons will know there's every chance they can equalise. Have to be careful down the other end now, though, because Monkey Moon
Look at
is
the
once again
movement.
clearing his path. He's desperate for Khaled. He gets him. It's 3-1.
Monkey Moon becomes Hunty Moon as we see Seiko move his way down the pitch, and the man finds his prey. Khaled stopped in his tracks, bottom right corner sniped. Too clear for BDS. Because we can see the camera ops, you know, they're doing their thing. But we're going to be seeing both of these teams attempt in game number 6, Falcons to earn that 7th. Join the other 2 series of today, but BDS, they want to shut it down here on Neo Tokyo.
There is one stat we do know, and that is that both series so far today have gone to game 7. And this one might too. Is Ahmad. He gives Falcons the lead just 18 seconds into game 6. Monkey Moon was tackled. Rise didn't expect it. Ahmad knew precisely what he was doing. Monkey Moon keeps the attack going. Monkey Moon in the corner. Has 3 Falcons players in front of him. How does he navigate this particular problem? Isn't quite able to this time. TRK's chasing back. Seiko in the corner now. First touch is the good one. Clear this one long if he chooses to. Instead, chooses to stick it to his Fennec and then get the floor pinch. End-to-end stuff, but no real chances since the early goal.
2 minutes elapsed, and we saw it be relatively cagey in the 5th game. It's shaping up to be the same way. A chance shot for Seiko. Sneaks it low. An important equaliser for the Blues.
He'd learnt his lesson as well, because this was the equivalent of the open goal he missed earlier. Bouncing aggressively from the ceiling. This time he read what TRK was going to do.
Rise as well. Monkey Moon just pauses, waits for breath, can then shoot on that one. Seiko taking that one low, shoots early. 50 not going their way.
It was almost the cursed monkey pause right there, but thankfully for Falcons, Team BDS couldn't turn it into a goal. Stumpy's staring at me, so I'm just going to talk about the Rocket League. Seiko up against Khaled.
Valid.
As we go to the ceiling, Ahmad out wide. Falcons trying to pass their way out of trouble. TRK has to get there fast. He doesn't. Now Seiko follows, and Seiko gives BDS the lead.
The double tap from the one man, and the not a single ball touch from the other, but both are vital. Rise heads above that crossbar, wants to knock out Khaled if he dares go aerial.
Ahmad shoots. But BDS, all of them charging the ball down. The rotations in defense now are fluid and fluent. And they're keeping Falcons at bay. TRK, Seiko in front of him. Monkey Moon has got so much boost to play with. BDS seem to have all the resources. Ahmad out wide. Ahmad has to do more than this, though.
We enter the final 2 minutes. It is an incredibly important time for Falcons. A lower bracket this early on becomes even scarier. Ahmad fakes that one. It's the 1v1. He goes high. He goes for the bomb. Ahmad does everything.
He just can't be stopped. He gets the ball. He's got Rise in front of him. Not anymore. He doesn't. Then he gets it going. Can he squeak it past Seiko? You bet he can.
You got a physicality present all over the pitch right here. Rise looking for another physical play.